Chapter 5, Home and Family. The first year teaches Candy a lot about finances, like that rent is to be paid once every month. That is quite difficult to remember for someone who never had to pay for anything ever before. Things were always just brought to her. Her room was always just there for her to live in, and food and drink was always available. Not down here away from her ivory tower. Once Candy doesn't pay her rent for long enough, her landlord wants her to move out. The landlord himself is a busy man, some big-time guy who owns a lot of properties, so he has a fixer who handles all the rent collections. Once this fixer can't get Candy to pay by phone calls or messages, he decides that the rent must be collected personally, and she must be kicked out. But he is not that kind of fixer, preferring to stay indoors and get people to do the dirty work. So he pays another fixer to handle Candy, a more hands-on sort of person. A tall, big, and broad-shouldered man with colorful hair and colorful tattoos on his tan skin, keen eyes, and a friendly face. He knocks on the container's door at noon one day. Candy usually sleeps well into the day and wakes up to the loud knocks at her door. She doesn't bother with clothes, but throws a shiny, silky red robe over her otherwise naked body before going to open the door. Face bare of makeup, big blue eyes without false lashes around them, and with the freckles on her nose, she looks like the teenager she still is, 17 soon to be 18. Hiya, she tells the man with a smile and tilts her head to one side in thought. I don't think we have met before. Hi, we have not met before. I am Twinkle Two Stars and I am here on behalf of Mr. Kendall, your landlord, he says, voice pleasant but not shying away from getting down to business. Candy likes that. She will not have to try and decode what this man is trying to tell her. Miss, you have 3 months' rent due. You need to pay that and pack up your things and go. Oh, I thought I paid it a while back. But maybe that was 4 months back. Candy answers him with a shrug, every word honest, a very carefree attitude to her eviction. She opens the door for him to come in and closes it behind him. But I will see what I have and you can have that. I think some of the girls at the club sometimes sleep in the dressing room. I think I can manage that before I find a new one of these boxes. She gestures around with her hand as she goes to get her bag with her agent and her money. Here, you take what you need. Oh, I'm Candy, by the way. Don't know if Mr. Kendall told you. She introduces herself with a smile and hands the fixer her bag with her wallet and personal belongings. Twinkle Two Stars hesitates for a moment before he sits on her purple couch and goes through her purse, starting to count her money. It takes him a good while, and Candy changes into a pair of jeans and a hoodie while she waits and packs up her things into her duffel bag, since she would be leaving. You have 2 months here and I need 3, Twinkle Two Stars tells with a serious look on his friendly face. Do you have anything you can sell? Like the violin over there, for example. You can take anything, but not the violin, Candy tells him sternly and hands him the duffel bag she had been packing. It still has the different guns she took from her father before she left at the bottom of it, including the one she had shot her father with. The weapons interest the fixer, who looks through them clearly with some knowledge of them. Well, there are 3 months' rent worth of guns here. These are all in good condition. Do you use these? He asks her. No, you take those. I could keep that one if you don't mind. She points and points at the simple gun, the one she had shot her father with. He hands it back to her and takes the rest of the guns with him. So you're a musician? He asks with interest, looking at her violin again, dusting away in the corner since she never had the time to play and didn't have a studio to record in. Yes, she answers him with a smile. He is the first person to take interest in her music, so she excitedly goes to pick up her violin to play for him. Wait a minute, while I tune it, then you'll see. It feels so good to have the strings under her fingers after such a long time, the notes switching with ease as she starts the melody. She knows the song, she has composed it, but the lyrics are not ready yet, so she just plays it without singing and dances her ballet steps. Twinkle Two Star applauses her performance and she takes a bow. They talk about her music, and after some conversation, he tells her he could fix her up with some small gigs to begin with, maybe a chance to record a song or 2. He can also negotiate for her to keep the container, but she would have to remember to pay her rent from now on. Candy promises to do that, or at least to try. The new girl, allegedly Yumiko as she introduced herself unconvincingly, doesn't have a place to stay yet. This becomes apparent when Candy finds her sleeping, or trying to sleep, on the dressing room floor. Something about that doesn't feel right. She should not be alone on the floor, so Candy invites her over to her rental container by the docks. It's just the one room, no windows. It has a bathroom with a shower in the corner, a bed, a couch, and what little belongings Candy has. A violin, a small amplifier, a laptop, and colorful clothes hanging on a rack, a mirror and makeup and bottles of perfume on a furry rug on the floor. These are my clothes. I think we might be the same size, so you can borrow any clothes you like, Candy offers, running her fingers across the fabrics as she passes by the clothing rack. They stand equally tall from what Candy can tell, but as she looks over the other girl's body, Yumiko looks more slender than Candy is. So she corrects herself. I mean, you might not fill out the chest area the way I do, but I'm sure they will fit and you can breathe easily. The comment gains her a look from the dark eyes, but Yumiko stays silent and very still, not moving much. This is my violin, Candy tells her further, showing her violin and amplifier with a fond smile as she looks at her instrument. She misses playing. She misses singing. Her body and soul aches with a longing to be heard and seen. She knows one day she will stand on a stage and play the violin again, spotlight solely on her with the attention of all of Night City. You can't borrow my violin, she adds, though probably unnecessarily. This is my couch, she says, gesturing to the purple plush two-seat couch in front of a fluffy pink carpet that feels soft under her feet. You can borrow my couch for most stuff, I think, Candy tells her with a shrug. This is my bed, she then finally says as they arrive at the mattress on the floor in the corner. It has a lot of pillows, many blankets, and a string of lights above the headboard, all in pinks and purples. You can sleep in my bed with me, but never with anyone else, she tells the other girl with a smile and a wink. There is a pink hue on Yumiko's cheeks. Candy guesses a blush at her harmless, joking flirtation, but it might be the glow of her pink decor lights. Hard to tell. They sleep side by side. Candy is comfortable right away, and she feels the girl slowly get comfortable too. They talk, nothing meaningful at first, but everything meaningful after a while, both of their stories escaping their ivory towers. Quite alike, but then again not at all. Yumiko's real name is Akiko, and some long surname Candy hears, but can't remember after a while. Candy calls her by her real name often, but only in private. It's a secret trusted to Candy, and it surprises even herself how seriously she takes keeping it. Knowing Akiko feels heavy, grounding Candy when she is usually just flying around. It feels nice, intimate, and comforting. Like what having a family might feel like, Candy thinks and tells Akiko that they are sisters, much closer than friends. Friends are around for a week. Candy wants Akiko to be around forever.